Rules of Court, Rule 48, Civil Procedure, Preliminary Conference, Section 1, Preliminary Conference. At any time during the pendency of a case, the court may call the parties and their counsel to a preliminary conference. A. To consider the possibility of an amicable settlement, except when the case is not allowed by the law to be compromised. B. To define, simplify, and clarify the issues for determination. C. To formulate stipulations of facts and admission of documentary exhibit, limit the number of witnesses to be presented in cases falling within the original jurisdiction of the court or those within its appellate jurisdiction where a motion for new trial is granted on the ground of newly discovered evidence. And D. To take up such other matters which may aid the court in the prompt disposition of case. Section 2. Record of the conference. The proceedings at such conference shall be recorded, and upon conclusion thereof, a resolution shall be issued embodying all the actions taken therein, the stipulations and the admissions made, and the issues defined. Section 3. Binding effect of the results of the conference. Subject to such modification, which may be made to prevent manifest injustice, the resolution in the preceding section shall control the subsequent proceedings in the case unless, within 5 days from the notice thereof, any party shall satisfactorily show valid cause why the same should not be followed. Rule 49. Oral argument. Section 1. When allowed, at its own instance or upon motion of a party, the court may hear the parties in oral argument on the merits of a case or on any material incident in connection therewith. The oral argument shall be limited to such matters as the court may specify in its order or resolution. 2. Section 2. Conduct of oral argument. Unless authorized by the court, only one counsel may argue for a party. The duration allowed for each party, the sequence of the argumentation, and all other related matters shall be directed by the court. Section 3. No hearing or oral argument for motions. Motions shall not be set for hearing, and unless the court otherwise directs, no hearing or oral argument shall be allowed in support thereof. The adverse party may file objections to the motion within 5 days from service, upon the expiration of which such motion shall be deemed submitted for resolution. Rule 50. Dismissal of appeal. Section 1. Grounds for dismissal of appeal. An appeal may be dismissed by the Court of Appeals on its own motion or on that of the appellee on the following grounds. A. Failure of the record on appeal to show on its face that the appeal was taken within the period fixed by these terms. B. Failure to file the notice of appeal or the record on appeal within the period prescribed by these rules. C. Failure of the appellant to pay the docket and other lawful fees as provided in Section 5 of the Rule 40 and Section 4 of Rule 41. D. Unauthorized alterations, omissions, or additions in the approved record on appeal as provided in Section 4 of Rule 44. E. Failure of the appellant to serve and file the required number of copies of his brief or memorandum within the time provided by these rules. F. Absence of specific assignment of errors in the appellant's brief or of page references to the record as required in Section 13, Paragraph A, C, D, and F of Rule 44. G. Failure of the appellant to take the necessary steps for the correction or completion of the record within the time limited by the court in its order. H. Failure of the appellant to appear at the preliminary conference under Rule 48 or to comply with orders, circulars, or directives of the court without justifiable cause. And I. The fact that the order or judgment appealed from is not appealable. Section 2. Dismissal of improper appeal to the Court of Appeals. An appeal under Rule 41 taken from the Regional Trial Court to the Court of Appeals, raising only question of law, shall be dismissed. Issues purely of law, not being reviewable by said court. Similarly, an appeal by notice of appeal instead of by petition for review from the appellate judgment of a regional trial court shall be dismissed. An appeal erroneously taken to the Court of Appeals shall not be transferred to the appropriate court but shall be dismissed outright. Section 3. Withdrawal of appeal. An appeal may be withdrawn as a right at any time before the filing of the appellee's brief. Thereafter, the withdrawal may be allowed in the discretion of the court.